So we are finally sitting down to record, and it is Saturday. So we have been here since Wednesday.
We had some technical difficulties
We did,
yesterday, or
yes,
Aubrey had some technical
I did,
difficulties.
and I was very frustrated. I was so frustrated, I went to bed.
She was that
I was
frustrated.
like, this.
Mary said, "Where's Aubrey?" I said, "She's already in bed."
I should have listened for the snoring. I would have known she was asleep.
I should have been in bed too because I am wiped. I had a painting class this morning at 8, so I had to get up at 7 and go downstairs.
We slept in.
That's in retrospect, that would have been a good decision for me because my left eye was twitching when I woke up, and it didn't stop twitching till about maybe 7:58 ish.
So how many cups of coffee
Ooh.
have you had?
Right now, I'm on my third cup of coffee, and then I had a monster during my painting class.
Nice.
Almost good to go.
So he's conning properly.
I am conning properly, but
Conning properly.
You know,
We did too this morning.
Yeah, Mom and I conned properly by sleeping very, very late and taking a little bit of downtime so that we can enjoy the last bits of our last couple of days of our con.
Because let me just say, it has been busy and go, go, go.
It has been. So
we were going to try to do a recap every day, but that hasn't worked. So we're going to try to
we
tell
have
you what we
been
did.
so busy every day. It's like by the
it's
end of the day. So
7
we're
o'clock.
gonna recap it here.
So 7 o'clock starts, and then it's midnight. It's basically how it works.
Yes.
I have a convention philosophy, and it's this: it's so busy, and there's so much going on that you don't realize how much fun you had until like 2 days after you get home.
Yeah, and you have to
Yep,
kind of
that's exactly
recover
right.
at home before you do that, before you can
Yeah.
appreciate what you've done.
We went and stood in the will call line.
Yeah, which we have on our previous video.
That was my first experience with the crowd, and I was
Yes.
overwhelmed. And I thought, wow, this is interesting. This is a lot of people, more than I've seen.
And that was just people waiting in line that didn't have their tickets yet.
I know. I found out the next day that wasn't very many people.
So the next day we started off with waiting in the crowd for a couple of hours to wait for the vendor hall to open.
Yeah, that was
And
fun.
that was an
not fun.
experience for Mom that she was not quite fond of. I'm not fond of it either.
But we had a plan.
We had a plan.
Because we've got these games that we need to play, or that we wanted to play before they were released. And so, I mean, why be here and not get those, right?
Slowly, he says.
And the flow begins. I'm going
I'm sorry, your wagon is caught on my leg.
All right, thanks, Amber. Welcome to Thank you, Scott. All right. Thank
Slower
you.
for me, guys.
Just a little bit slower, guys.
Thank you. Woo! Yeah.
I almost got killed by a wagon.
I know. I saw that. You should have hopped on and drove. That would have been the ideal place. Exactly.
So I did it once, and then that's it for me. I won't do it again.
Well,
Yeah.
Till next year.
I got a really big hug from the crowd that morning, and I was like, they're hugging me on my body.
No judgment to whoever, and you con how you con, but I almost got killed by a wagon.
Yeah.
That's true. Wagons are not fun.
I actually, I like the thrill of the hunt. I would have to say that if you guys don't know a whole lot about us, Aubrey and I might as well be professional Disney goers.
Yeah.
I mean, because we get the fast passes on time. We make sure we don't have to wait in line longer than 20
I'm a
minutes
Disney
for
princess.
a ride.
I'm just along for the ride.
And
He
so-
does all the work.
So it's kind of like prepping for Disney. So I got there at 7, or wait, no, we got there at 7:30, and I brought my Kindle, and I was reading the first book of the Stormlight Archive because they're releasing the RPG here at Gen Con.
Yes.
And I just kind of wanted to get into the mood, so I sat there and read for a couple of hours. But the first game that I wanted to get was Arcs by Leader Games, and being there at 7:30, I was able to get my hands on a copy. So I got my hands on a copy. I got the miniatures and I got the expansions. And that's Rainn Wilson.
You know,
So-
I have a,
You got to
Yeah.
talk in.
I have a, I don't know. It's
That's Rainn Wilson just walked behind me from the office. Dwight Schrute.
really
That's Rainn Wilson.
It is.
celebrity.
It sure is. Celebrity
I've never
sighting.
Watched, I've never watched that, so he's just another one of the 70,000 people here today.
Oh my goodness, y'all! I'm fangirling over here so bad, but I'm trying to keep it cool. I want to just put this mic down and go tell him hello, but I'm not going to do it. I'm going
We're
to let
too
him
cool for
con how
that.
he's
We're
going to
too
con.
cool. Yeah, let him con how he's
Oh
going to
my
con.
goodness!
So we got in. We ended up getting quite a few games. We got Windmill Valley, which I missed out
It-
on
and-
the pre-order.
But
So-
it did sell out. It
That
sold
one
out
sold out.
yesterday.
I don't even remember what else.
Arc sold out.
Arc sold out. I went for the Barcelona expansion, but it didn't make it in time. So to the con. So that's something that we'll have to continue to seek. I don't even remember what we picked up that morning, but I wanted to talk about the rest of the day
Sure,
because it was fantastic.
sure. Well,
So,
Aubrey will have pictures of our haul.
yes,
You know, at the end of the con, she likes
Yeah.
to take a picture of everything.
because we're not done.
What I thought was interesting when we did get through the crowd and through the doors, it was kind of a moment that was really awesome. But the vendors were standing there filming us going through the
That's
door.
right.
So I
Because-
waved at everybody and said 210, 210.
And they were like, "What is that?" One of the highlights of the day. So we had a very eventful Thursday.
Thursday was very busy.
It was
When was Thursday?
it was fantastic. So one of the highlights was Giant Agricola.
Oh,
Yes.
yes. Okay,
Yes,
I remember
yeah. That was
Thursday.
offered twice. It was offered once when the vendor doors opened, and once at 3. So I signed us up for all of that. Aubrey and I, whenever registration first opened, and we got it, but we didn't know Mary was coming with us until after badges had been shipped. So that's
That
why
was
we
the
stayed.
last minute deal.
But you know, she's kind of even Stevened into it because somebody
Very
didn't
even
show up,
Stevened.
and she was able to play it as well. That's actually been her first time to play
Her
Agricola.
first time playing Agricola,
It was
and of 5, she came in third. She beat me,
She beat me.
which is not saying much because I'm not the best Agricola player. But it was the cutest thing, and you could
was
tell that it
adorable.
was lovingly made.
Yes.
So our game host, she had little animals, and she had fences that were painted.
She had real clay and real wood. It was awesome.
She made little mommies and daddies to put in the
And
in
little
the
babies.
farms.
The babies. Aw.
Aubrey did end up with 2 starving tokens.
No.
Oh, you got
No,
to
we
not.
were
all
we were
her
they
sheep.
were kind enough to let me reverse
Mhm.
because I did have what I needed to do to feed my family.
Oh. On the way over there to the stadium from the convention center, my watch says it appears that you are doing a workout. And I wanted to ask her if she realized that somebody had stolen my watch. That was a haul. Over
It was
there.
we were
Yeah.
at one end of the convention center, had to make it all the way to Lucas Oil, and it took a little bit.
Yeah, I
I'm really
did.
trying to keep my cool here because I can just hear his voice behind me, and I'm just
Like, I want to turn around and look.
No, do not engage, Lisa.
Lisa, please, can I see your
If Lisa were here, I would have to be like, do not engage, do not engage.
no. I'm telling you right now, Lisa would be engaging.
No, what we have a rule.
No, with Rainn
We're
with Rainn
digressing.
Wilson,
Say
We have a rule in our group
she would be running over there to say
that
hello.
once a day you can tell your fellow friend when
I
they're
would,
tempted.
I would veto that one though.
Do not engage, and it can't be vetoed. Okay, and then what
So,
else do we do?
We went to the BGG Hot Games room.
Yes.
Which we've been
Nice.
to the game library and the Colts field before, but we've never done the Hot Games room because it's usually sold out, and we didn't really know how. This is our 3rd Gen Con, and so it took us 3 Gen Cons to really kind of figure out what we were doing. So,
Mom's first.
but she's gonna be like she's third, like it's her 3rd because
She's a pro.
So we
she's a
went.
pro already.
So we went to the Hot Games room. for BGG. Actually, that's where we're headed to next. And we played a game called Yokohama, which is an older game. Joey Minchie taught Aubrey and Mary that, and Lisa at FlingCon. But it's been republished by a new publisher.
Oh, that's one of the things I got the first day.
And so we played Yokohama
Yes.
on Thursday. That was a good one too.
And it's beautiful. The artwork is redone, and it's got a couple of different things that they've changed, not in mechanics, but just in the artwork and the presentation of the game. It's beautiful. It is my new Castles of Burgundy.
It's really good.
Joey Minchie, because I actually remembered more than what I thought.
Yeah,
when
she
he had
ended
taught
up
us.
teaching us. She ended up
And
teaching
Joey-
us. Correct,
Joey
several
is
times.
working at the Lucky Duck, so he showed us their game over there,
Yes.
and so we got to see him for a little bit.
Nestlings. He taught us nestlings yesterday.
And then after that, you two, I did an RPG called Night of the Werebear. It was it was my third time to do RPGs. I don't really do RPGs because, I kind of like rules that I have to follow, and so those can
They're
kind
too
of
open for him.
those can get pretty open. And boy, did I tell you, our RPG got way open. But it was very fun. I'll have to tell you guys about that personally, whenever we hang out. But
101.
but it was so much fun. It started for me at 8 and it didn't end until midnight. And so you guys got to do the True Dungeon
did True
experience. for the
Dungeon.
first-
Oh, that was awesome.
Yeah, tell me about that, Mom.
I had no idea what I was doing. Of course, 9 times out of 10, I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just following along. But we fought animatronics in there, and it
Very
was
cool.
just
If
awesome.
I can figure out how to add a picture, I'm going to add a picture
Yes.
of the
Igor.
Igor.
Yeah,
Is that what they
they
call
let
it?
us take a picture with him because
Because
you
it's
gave
not
him
a
a pun.
beholder, because that's trademarked.
yeah, he's
So they called him something else. Was
Oh,
it Igor?
I don't know.
We're going to call him Igor, but it was a beholder.
He had one eye.
He had multiple eyes.
Well, yeah, but on one main eye.
yeah.
Yeah, the papa eye was here, and then all these other baby eyes.
The Papa eye.
Bye.
I love it.
And then on Friday,
So that was our Thursday.
On
It ended
Friday.
very late.
and then on Friday, you guys went to the.
We went early to do a
RPG.
5e Dungeons and Dragons.
Once again, I didn't know what I
Oh,
was
she was
doing.
great though. She did.
I was
excellent.
a fighter.
But I played a barbarian berserker that was a bear.
I played a fighter that had just gotten out of boot camp and was not a brave fighter. It did not say so on my card that I was brave, so therefore I stood in the back with my sword drawn.
So after that, I'm having a hard time even remembering what
You
we
did your paint class.
No, I did a paint class. It was a blending class that was really good. And I also got to do a learn to play for ARCs. So in true
That's
Gen
right.
Con fashion, I bought the game before I even knew how to play it.
Oh yeah, all the
But-
time.
But this one, I'm a fan of the leader games. Roots up there were one of my top 10 games. So I knew I was going to enjoy it, but did a learn to play, and it was a really fun experience. So I'm glad I got it.
So Aubrey and I did the convention center, the
Yes.
exhibit hall a little bit, and then
Yes.
about 3:00, we made it over to in front of what's the card place called?
Card Hollow.
Card Hollow, and they had trinket trade there, and oh
Which
my
was an
gosh,
unofficial event
it was amazing.
through fans of Gen Con on Facebook. If you are a fan of Gen Con, you've got to follow that. It's such a fun group. But they organized like a trinket trade. So
I've got a few of mine on.
I've got my bracelets. We got little bookmarks and stickers.
I got a
and-
shooting chicken.
Yeah, it's like a bow and arrow chicken, slingshot chicken.
Slingshot chicken, yeah.
So it was a
Handmade
lot of fun.
items. I got a little dragon that this lady made, and it is so cute. You squeeze by his cheeks, and his mouth comes open. It is so cool.
Yeah, 3D printed stuff. So we traded some of our ribbons that we made, our 210 ribbons.
We had some that we had those at FlingCon as well.
We did have those at FlingCon.
We did.
And we traded some of our enamel pins, and we traded some
Mhm.
little acrylic dinosaurs. It was fun to meet
It was
everybody.
a hit. I absolutely loved it because it gave me a chance to talk to people, and
That's one of the best things about Gen.
You can't tell I like to talk.
So yesterday was Mom's birthday,
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
and she was. I mean, so she got. This is something I was very excited about, and if I can put this video on, I will do that as well if I can figure out how to edit it in. But we saw one of the highlights of every year that Derek and I have come to Gen Con is we go see Mark Gunn.
Mark Gunn.
Yes.
See,
Way to go, Mark Gunn.
sing Hobbit drinking songs.
To you, we'll have a pint, we'll have a pint of stout, and when we drunk get bottom up, we all will give a shout. Have a pint.
And our
Yes.
friend Marty from Dungeons of Drunks met us over there, and we had a grand old time singing along. And then at the end, we went up to talk to Mark Gunn, and mentioned that it was my mom's birthday, and he's saying happy birthday to her as a Hobbit.
He did.
May the fun never end. Happy birthday, dear Mary. Happy birthday, Hobbit and friends. Happy birthday, dear Hobbit and friends.
Oh, that's great. That's the
So-
first.
So that was
Yeah, that was
amazing
really
to
cool.
see, and kind
love-
of like brought a warmth to my heart.
Yeah.
One of the highlights. I told him, I said, my day was great, and you just ended it fantastic. It was awesome.
But we're about to head to the hot games room and play another game that we bought that haven't played yet, and then take it from there.
Excited to get this day going.
I
It
know
is
it's
halfway done
it's
already.
halfway done, but there's a point where if you don't stop and rest, you're going to hit a wall, and then you're not going to enjoy
Oh
yourself.
yeah, I'm there.
The other good thing about the hot games room is if you've waited all day, walked all day, go to a hot games room, take your shoes off, put it under the table. Nobody knows. Nobody knows.
Nobody knows. It's like a little mini BGG con all in one.
Yes, it is.
Times 1,500 million.
So we're going to wrap up here. I'm going to try to do some editing and try to get this out to you guys as soon as we can.
All right,
And
yeah.
I love it.
yeah,
I'm
G-
happy for that.
GGWP guys,
GGWP for now.
and we
And,
will we'll see you soon.
Well played.
We'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.